We are 29 days away from kickoff for Oklahoma football. And if you're one of those sickos out there that you love this propaganda that schools put out during fall camp, you love to just like be super entrenched in the fall camp, then Oklahoma football might be the team for you to follow because, hey, there is no other media team out in the country that is better than Oklahoma at definitely putting out hype videos and things like that. Fall camp has started. The Sooners are practicing. And let me tell you, if you guys are around Twitter, you guys are around social media, you guys are definitely seeing the propaganda get people to drink the Kool-Aid. Josh Pate even talking about how he's probably getting on board with the Oklahoma Sooners after he saw the latest clip of John Mateer and Dion Burks. But we got to talk about some of these clips today. We got to talk about what we saw and why this should be exciting for Oklahoma fans. Because as much as I think it's important to not get lost in the propaganda sometimes, I do think there are a lot of really good things that can come out of it and things that can maybe make Oklahoma fans feel a little bit better about where they are at. So join the discussion. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. What do you think Oklahoma's record will be at the end of the season? I'm not going to give any predictions today. We're going to do that video here in like a week or two. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And on that note, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like and hit that subscribe button so that you guys can continually be brought up to speed with what's going on with Oklahoma football, what's going on the recruiting trail. And then, hey, like we can react to things like this together. But the Oklahoma Sooners doing what they do best, putting out the propaganda. And there was a video floating around, if you guys hadn't had a chance to see it, of John Mateer throwing an absolute dime to Dion Burks. And the first part about this, that the reason why I think it's important and the reason why it gets me excited is because we really, truly did not see a lot of this last year. As good as Jackson Arnold was, as much talent as he potentially had, we just never saw it come all together. And these are the kind of passes that you saw from the likes of Baker Mayfield and some of those other great quarterbacks that were here at Oklahoma. Now, additionally, you're seeing a guy that I think had a lot of hype for Oklahoma when he originally transferred here, and that's Dion Burks, right? For most of last season, a lot of people sat here and got in the comments and told me that, Dion Burks isn't what we thought he was going to be out of the portal. But John Mateer here, I mean, this is an elite pass. I mean, going through multiple defenders and Dion Burks catching that off-balance pass, like that is just, this is all I need as an Oklahoma fan right here. But additionally, Josh Callaway got an opportunity to go to camp and kind of put out some video for Oklahoma. So definitely like to see that right there. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen here because I want you guys to see some of this. So the first pass that you're going to see here is a pass from John Mateer to Jermichael Carter. You guys remember who Jermichael Carter is? We haven't talked about him a ton. 6'2", 199-pound junior. Last season, he had 37 receptions for 537 yards and 3 touchdowns. So Jermichael Carter definitely looked like he's going to be a weapon for this offense. And it definitely looks like Oklahoma maybe cleaned up a little better than we thought they did. Now, Dion Burks, the guy that we just watched John Mateer make that elite pass to in that video that you've probably seen circulating around social media. You just want him to be the guy that in Purdue had that 47 receptions, 629 yards season with 7 touchdowns. You don't need any of these guys to go out there and be 1,000-yard wide receivers for you. You just need them to somewhat replicate the success that they had at their last stop. So for Dion Burks, it's that 640 or 629 yards and 7 touchdowns. For Jermichael Carter, it's the 37 receptions for 537 yards and 3 touchdowns. And then you look at the couple passes that you're seeing here after Jermichael Carter, which is 84, which is Keontez Lewis, right? You need him to just give you, or number 9, Jermichael Carter's number 84. You need him to give you what he got, right? If you can just get that little bit out of him, the 49 receptions, 790 yards, and 5 touchdowns at a 6'2", 197-pound frame, that's going to get the Oklahoma offense in a better spot than it was all season last year. And so I watched some of these videos, whether it's this one right here that we're watching that Josh Callaway put out or the one at the beginning that we watched with John Mateer. And this gets me excited about what Oklahoma football could potentially be this upcoming season. Now, additionally, in the propaganda push out, because, hey, they don't invite the media on campus and let the media go out here and provide basically film, put it all on tape, right? They go out here and get video if they don't want it out there, right? They want Sooner Nation to drink the Kool-Aid here. Now, Josh Callaway. Also, by the way, if you guys don't go follow Josh Callaway on Twitter, totally should. He's put out a ton of great content, especially from stuff that he was able to get on film. Here's some Jaden Ott for you. Everybody's kind of wondering, like, what are we getting in Jaden Ott? Why is everybody so excited in him? Because a lot of people look at, what he did last year after, before he got hurt, 116 carries on 385 yards and 4 touchdowns. But they see the year before at 245 carries, 1,300 yards, 12 touchdowns, even had 196 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns on the receiving game. A guy that could be a weapon for you out of the backfield as a pass catcher. This is what you're getting in Jaden Ott right here. This is exciting. Jaden Ott looks like an SEC back right here. And for Oklahoma fans to finally get that first look at what Jaden Ott looks like, I mean, just bouncing off dudes. You love what you're able to see here, because running back, it feels like, has been a really frustrating position for Oklahoma in the Brent Venables era, because it just hasn't been able to come together, especially, with everything that you had. Like, that has been one of the strongest rooms going into the season, year in and year out, and you get probably the most underperforming production out of that room year in and year out. So Jaden Ott, if he's able to come in and be what he was at Cal, and be what you're kind of seeing here in these videos, this is exciting for Oklahoma. And then obviously it all comes back down to John Mateer as well. You need John Mateer to be the guy that he was at Washington State, that threw for 3,100 yards, 29 total touchdowns, only 7 interceptions, and a guy that can kind of be elite in decision-making when he needs to go out there and scramble. That's what Oklahoma fans need. So you see all these videos floating around on social media. This is what gets you excited. This is what gets me excited. So I want to hear from y'all. Join the discussion. Jump in the comments below and let me know what you guys think about some of the latest videos and footage that we're getting from fall camp for Oklahoma. What are your expectations going into the season? And let me know what your guys' record predictions for Oklahoma are. I'm seeing a lot of people thinking Oklahoma can win 10 games. I'm seeing a lot of people jump on that bandwagon. Oklahoma could be in the playoffs. But I want to hear from y'all. And we're going to talk about it in a later video. And we'll probably pull out some of the best answers out of the comments in that video. So join the discussion. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like and you hit that subscribe button.